What's going on, fam? It's Nico Fleeks. And the first thing I want to say when I hop on this mic, okay, is in the masculinity community, most of y'all are weaklings, incels, weirdos, losers, okay? The next couple weeks, I'm about to get real deep. I'm about to go deep down into what I believe and how I believe we need to reconstruct this whole masculinity sphere, this whole manosphere. And you guys just feel bad for yourselves, bitter, disgusting, losers. I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna tell you the real way. You dig what I'm saying? Now, first off, you guys put too much emphasis on women, yo. Too much emphasis on women. You don't realize that a woman is one of your biggest assets. But you have to be careful in what type of woman you pick. Most women out here are straight, grimy, disgusting, low down. That's right, that's what they are, disgusting. It's in the Bible. Because in the Bible it says if you find a good woman, finds a good thing. Not if you find a good man, you find a good thing. Because most men are good men. Most women are not good women. And women come and go. They do not stick around. Okay? Back in the day, when your town used to get absolutely ravaged, your wife, your daughter, your sister, she's going to the enemy tribe, okay? And your enemies, your ops, yeah, they're having sexy time with your girl. So you better hope if you were invaded by the neighbor and oppositional tribe, you better hope you, because if they kill you, they're also fucking your girl. They're also effing your girl. How about that? And that's a sad thing, yo. That's why humans are inherently possessive towards their women. Now let's zoom in a little bit on that. That is to say that most women wishy-washy. They're fickle. They will go in any direction that suits them first. And you cannot put too much trust in a woman in any aspect or any shape or form. You cannot put any trust because they will go towards what works for them. That's why in the manosphere, everybody always say, oh, you need 6-pack, 6 figures, 6 feet tall, 6-inch, everything, right? Sure, some of it is true, but how true really is it? You dig what I'm saying? Because I know some guys that are straight bums, but they got all the girls in the world. They got the girl that you wish you had. But you over there saying, oh, that's not fair, man. I've been doing a self-improvement course. I went to the gym. I got 6-pack abs. I went and got a new job, 6 figures. But how come I can't get a girl? It's because you're a loser, bro. Beta. And she can sniff that like Scooby-Doo. She can smell that from a mile away that you're a schmuck. What you need to do in order to fix that is go through a whole reconstruction of your masculinity. The first step you need to do is change your mind on the inside, okay? Because it's not the looks maxing at all. Looks maxing won't help you with women, that is. Looks maxing will only help you with the very, very short term, okay? And in fact, looks maxing is incredibly feminine. And if you are into looks maxing, you are by no means masculine at all. By no means masculine at all. Looks maxing is for women. Looks maxing is for women. Women put on the lashes, the nails, the BBLs, all the nasty stuff, the fake hair. Everything is fake. That's looks maxing because they're women. They are meant to deceive you, my guy. Women are the best liars. They are meant to deceive you. What they tell you is not real. What they show you is not real. But yet, you want to be a looks maxer too. How about the woman has her place in the world and a man should stay in his place in the world? Why is it that we're conflating these? That's the reason why we're having sissy boys walking around and stuff like that. That's the reason why we're having a epidemic of trans walking around looking like a horror scene around this joint. Now, the beautiful picture is, they say that a man's life is harder. Sure, a man's life can be harder. But the thing is, it's much more rewarding. A woman's life may be easier, only in the beginning. And she only has so much time before she squanders it, straight up. She only has so much time before she squanders it. she's got until about 23, 24 years old before it's up for her. A man can stretch it all the way thin till he's about 80, but only if he's got the money. That's when the money matters. The money starts to matter more for guys as they age. You dig what I'm saying? But by then, you should have some money by the time you reach a certain age, because that means you just been effing around your entire life, dog. I mean, the whole manosphere community is jaded, and I'm here to reconstruct that. And we're gonna fix the manosphere and put it for how it really is supposed to be. The reason why there's so many incels today here in America is because men are losers. Losers, bruh. They're fat, weak, out of shape, full of anxiety, and impotent. You can't even get up. They're used to seeing the vajayjays on the glass screen. So even the guys that you would think looks like Tyrones and Chads, the moment they get around real vajayjay, the moment they get around that, they can't even get it up. They can't even get it up because they're so only used to seeing pussy on a glass screen. So when they get in front of a real woman, they can't even get it up. Masculinity is on a huge decline today, and it's not completely your fault. The reason why it's not completely your fault is because you have been conditioned and indoctrined to go against your very nature in and of itself. Even from when you were a small schoolboy, they told you to raise your hand before you speak. Raise your hand if you need to poop, piss, anything. You can't even do anything on your own. Taught you how to be a follower. They never taught you how to be a leader, which is the biggest problem. They put you in the classroom with the girls and the boys together and expected you guys to operate and do things in the same wavelength, the same activity, same everything, as if you're the same, when boys and girls are vastly different, vastly different. It's quite disgusting how they try to normalize that, isn't it? And if you continue to watch my videos, you will learn very, very quickly how the manosphere has actually degraded your brain and how we're gonna reconstruct the whole frame of masculinity. I encourage you to keep watching my videos so we can continue to unpack and unfold how we can embrace and grow, reconstruct, and thrive here in this society as men, as a community, as a brotherhood. This is Nico Fleeks. Like, subscribe, and please leave a comment for your boy. I'm gone. Oosh!